The two cars that make up row number one, Chandler Smith, Joe Graf Jr. Green flags out at Daytona.
Well, we'll have to follow up on that 21 starting to the back. Can be no big deal, Rick, or can be a huge deal if you have an accident early.
Joe Gibbs Racing has to feel pretty good about the Toyotas and everyone starting toward the front here at Daytona. As they race 2 by 2, Dave, an update on that 21?
Yeah, Rick, the team just informed me, and that was a scramble right there, that they were actually going to the back anyway after qualifying.
The 51
there's a big
Clements
crash
is around. Also, the 21 caught up in it, Austin Hill. After starting in the back now, he was involved in this incident. We saw the 51. Clements was sideways. There were about 4 or 5 cars that had contact here.
Rick, they had to change a steering pump and a steering box. That's what sent him to the back at the beginning of this race, and what a disaster.
Ryan Ellis also involved. Take a look. Lawless Allen in the 15. The 28 was slow, and everyone checked up from behind Kyle Sieg.
So look at this big shot. So the 51 car, he's right behind Allgaier. The 26 of Earnhardt's pushing him. Now the 51 is in the back of the 7, and now he's just out of control. So it all started because, in my eyes, Jeffrey Earnhardt does not know that Jeremy Clemens is up against the rear bumper of Allgaier, and he's trying to push him and ends up just pushing him into this wreck.
And the 35, Akinori Ogata, came in at a much higher pace than everyone else. Same thing, obviously not understanding that they were stacking up. He gets to the back of the 15, Gus Dean, and then goes up and catches the 21. So let's see if we can run a lap, Rick.
That's the goal.
So for now, the concern for the 21 is if we don't run a lap, like he still has to meet that minimum speed, so we need to see a couple green flag laps here.
Feels like we're going to try it again. Chandler Smith and Joe Graf Jr. bring him back to the green.
Pretty organized so far.
You see the damage on the 21 car.
He's actually losing the pack a little bit.
That's not good.
No, he's going to have one shot at this right here, Rick, because as he gets further back, he's just going to get slower and slower. And it looks to me as he enters turn 1, he's off the pace.
As he comes to pit road, Rick, listen to this radio.
It's vibrating so bad I can't even breathe. I don't know what the f*** is going on.
They said you met minimum speed, but bring it to us with all that information. He's going to the garage.
So now they go back, try to make repairs, because remember, you normally see large accidents. He could pass those cars. This is all for regular season points.
All right, the 7 of Allgaier, he's trying to side draft to slow him down on the straight. And then when he gets to the corner, he's going to run the shortest line around there as possible. And see, he'll make ground in the corner. All that's great. He's like, all right, I'm making ground, I'm going to the front. Now when they get here.
Yeah, could he clear Allmendinger? No. 1 lap to go in stage 1. A little side drafting continuing. Jesse Love trying to do anything and everything he can. Get a little bit of momentum, pull the line back. And now that upper line breaks up.
So Parker Kligerman in that orange and white car, I said at some point he would have a decision to make. He made it. He did not try to be the first car leading this bottom line. Let's see how it works out for him.
Allgaier goes down to block Chandler Smith. Down the backstretch for the final time in the stage. Allgaier in the middle of the racetrack. A pretty good run there out of the 81. Big sparks coming. Is that the 26? 27. Jeb Burton.
Looks like a flat tire on the 27. Let's focus up front. Looks like the 7's going to have a chance at the stage.
And Allgaier is going to win stage 1. 12th stage win already this year. As the caution comes out quickly, the top 10 cross the start-finish line. And Sam Mayer on the inside of row 1, bringing it back to green.
There's one guy in the booth that doesn't know how all these cars are going to drive, Rick. I'm concerned.
Sheldon Creed on the outside of that front row.
All those cars on the inside line behind the double file, they were all penalty cars, so they had to start on the inside. That's why that looks so strange.
A 10 to go here in stage 2, and there is a good chance that the current regular season championship leader Cole Custer could go down a second lap here at Daytona. It is crazy to think that going into the Michigan race last week, Custer had the largest regular season points lead anyone had had all year long at 56 points, and it has vanished in 2 races. Jeff Burton, that shows you how quickly things can change here in NASCAR.
Yeah, and things have changed on the track as well as the inside lane started to form. Jeff Burton running about 7th or 8th. He was the first one to make a move.
Allgaier had to get out of the gas there. It was close. He was about ready to turn that 27.
Chandler Smith pulled down and didn't get in line. That killed his opportunity. He's now back behind the 27 and the 20. Ryan Truex says, all right, I'm going to lead this bottom lane.
I'll show y'all.
Like 1 lap. It went to the top in 2 laps, and it went back to double file in about 1 lap.
Allgaier is fighting. He's on the inside now for the lead. He drifts back as they cross the start-finish line. Under 5 to go now.
98's to his rear bumper. That's going to push him forward. He's going to be on the lower line, so he's going to make some ground up right here. What does he do with it? Does he jump to the outside line, or does he stay on the bottom?
And I think Allmendinger loves this. Let the 20 go down and block the bottom. See if that upper lane can get a little bit of a run. Now I like what the 20's doing. Top down the straightaways, bottom in the corner.
There comes the 7 again. He gets to the inside. Will he have enough help? Can he clear the 20? He does. Now, which line will he go to when they come out of turn 4? He drifts up the racetrack right in front of Ryan Truex.
And all that is a result of all of that side drafting the 7 did. That hard work he put in to keep the location on the racetrack.
There's the momentum on that outside line, and Ryan Truex moves out. So he does not give a push to the 98 of Herbst. Kligerman drifts up the track. Creed gets right up to the back bumper. Coming up on 1 to go and into the wall. One car, the 1 of Sam Mayer, spins on the apron, and the caution's going to come out before the end of the stage. It looked like the 5 of Anthony Alfredo may have got into the wall, sure enough.
And here, this will be a great view.
Yeah, up the racetrack, contact, and then behind them, I think Sam Mayer saw it happening and responded. Watch Sam. He's like, oh, they're going to wreck. And he does something and loses control of his car.
This is going to end the stage under caution. That will mean a sweep of stage 1 and 2 for Allgaier. That's the 15th time that Allgaier has swept the stages. And it's gone from 2 wide to 3 wide. And a big move there by Creed. He couldn't block that big run by Chandler Smith in the 81. And now Creed is going to drop back on the inside line. No help behind him.
A.J. Allmendinger ran up behind Creed. He had a huge run getting into turn 3. Had to do something with it. Went to the outside line.
Creed following nobody, getting behind him and helping him out. Ryan Truex has already won. He won at Dover earlier this year.
How about the 5 of Alfredo? We saw him make contact with the, oh no, the 9 going around.
Brandon Jones in the concrete, the asphalt there, and does he stay up the wall? He will, and he's trying to stay out of the grass.
Get back to the apron here.
Brandon Jones is very thankful that all that's fresh pavement. That would have been grass years ago.
And so he slid.
Tires are good right here. Don't pit right here.
Oh, I disagree. I would pit right now. The back are on interliners.
This all happened down the back straightaway. People running into the back of each other, and Brandon Jones just never could get caught back up. And Steve, you mentioned it, all of this is asphalt. Never once got in the grass. That allowed him to get the car slowed down.
All right, let's get ready. 27 to go. And Truex on the inside, Allmendinger on the outside. Green flag back in the air. Outside line getting a little momentum built up. And Parker Kligerman's going to try to help that 16 clear.
Those two have been connected all night long. We talk a lot about building trust and who are you going to work with and who's your partner. Well, Parker Kligerman and A.J. Allmendinger, they have been connected every opportunity they have.
Ryan Truex trying to pull them back with a little side drafting there. Chandler Smith doing the same in the 81.
I feel like Ryan Sieg in that 39 car, the outside lane, I feel like he kind of rode around the first part of this race. He is not riding around anymore. Before that caution came out, he was the most aggressive race car driver on the track. 24 to go. Everybody knows it's go time. Contact.
Oh, and a wreck. Jesse Love gets turned around. The 31 also involved. The 9 of Brandon Jones. The 27 of Jeff Burton. And a lot of steel gets messed up here in turn 1.
Jesse Love, pretty sure I saw him in this wreck.
Cole Custer also, yeah, we're on board with him.
Yeah, remember Jesse
Sammy
Love,
Smith.
he's in this battle to make the playoffs.
It's all rear damage, guys.
I'm sorry, Sammy Smith.
A lot of sparks coming out from behind that car. There's Matt DiBenedetto. We saw a lot of these cars run in that middle line. Parker Retzlaff, he's got the window net down, about ready to climb out of that car.
Going to see right here, it kind of gets stacked up in the back. A little bit of movement, push gone wrong. 8 goes around, catches Jeff Burton, which pushes a bunch of cars to the bottom. The 31 back up the racetrack. Pretty hard contact with the right rear and the right front.
Saw the 00 Cole Custer involved.
Well, there you have it. Basically, Jeff Burton offset to the right rear quarter of the 9 barely, and then the 8. Then the 8 gets taken 3 wide, which ends up being 4 wide.
Ryan Sieg is behind Kligerman, and Ryan Truex is behind Allmendinger as we go back to green with 18 laps remaining. Quickly, Allmendinger comes down and covers that 48 of Kligerman.
Yeah, seem pretty organized, working together, smart.
Are the spotters talking to each other to make that move?
Yeah, it looked to me like it was a plan, and they knew that the 48 was going to allow the 16 down. Look at the big push at the bottom. Alfredo's giving the 39.
Whoa, that's an aggressive block by Kligerman.
And that's why it's going to get more crazy, Rick. You asked, could it get more chaotic? Because the runs will be bigger and the blocks later.
Kligerman has worked well with Allmendinger. Allmendinger out front. He now is in control of this race as he goes down to get in front of the 20. Anthony Alfredo gets hung out.
Yeah.
He is now in the middle.
Yeah,
Big mistake by the 5. He kind of was indecisive, got up a lane.
You can't give the bottom of this racetrack up.
106 starts for Anthony Alfredo. Best finish was 3rd a couple times. And you can see just quick, really in just a blink, he gets shuffled out.
And no opening, either up or down. Now he slides up to the high line.
Top's getting organized. This 20 and the 7 needs to be very, very careful as the 5's not done. From backing up to going forward, a huge run for the 5.
Alfredo said, hey, watch this. I'll get a little momentum up high and I'll use it down low.
We talk about the draft being the equalizer, but certain cars are better, and that our Motorsports Camaro has pace. It gets a little shove and it just really runs.
Allmendinger in control. Outside line with a little momentum.
Oh, it is.
The big one's going to happen. The 5 of Alfredo was involved. Jeffrey Earnhardt in the 26 is caught up in this. Once again, Jeremy Clements in the 51. Looks like the 45, the hood up on that one. And Cesar Baccarella gets the window net down.
You could see it was getting ready to happen. Guys are starting to push each other more.
The 5's backing up quickly. I'm not sure if he has an issue. And as the stack up happens, the 26 gets kind of checked up. The 45 gets in the back of the 26. I don't know if the 5 has a flat right here, if he just gets loose. 26 goes left to miss him.
And 26 hit hard on that outside wall. When he goes back up here, nobody stops him. Bam, right there.
Yeah, it's that quickly things
SVG
happen.
also involved in this. 2 laps from Daytona. Inside line with the advantage, a great push, and they stay close. Allgaier shoving Riley Herbst. Truex swings outside. Gets in front of the 16 of Allmendinger. Once they get the white flag, the next flag ends the race. White flag in the air. One more time around. Truex out front. When does someone make a move? And right there, the 16's going to slide. He got a shove from behind. He's going to go back up the racetrack. He gets into the wall. The caution will come out, and the 20 is out front. Ryan Truex is going to win at Daytona.
You said it, Jeff. You want to be leading at the white flag because that caution can end it. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, we see it so many times. Ryan Truex, what a great job.
Everybody, really, really good job. Thanks for all the hard work on top of the roof there. That was a lot of talking.
Talking about Tyler Green, his spotter for this race. He praised him when we talked to him on the radio during the red flag. This is what happened to the 16.
Watch the 48 car. He gets a big push right here. He goes to turn left. Right there. And there's contact, and around goes Allmendinger.
And Ryan Truex about to start his celebration right at the start-finish line.
Hi, I'm Parker Kligerman. For more access like this from Pit Road, be sure to click and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel.